What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we would be discussing Nvidia and its upcoming earnings report. But before we continue, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now, since the last earnings report, Nvidia had a number of developments. Specifically, it had developments because it had agreements with Saudi Arabia. It signed an agreement with other countries in the Middle East. It's going to develop chips specifically for China, as we'll be seeing later on. But since the last earnings report, this is the blog that Nvidia publishes practically on a daily basis, the updates which are going on, the humanoid robot industry, the omniverse in which Nvidia is investing, literally quantum research supercomputer, AI blueprints. It had also an agreement with Microsoft, and also it's scaling up the design when it comes to specific Nvidia products such as the Codex and the Blackwell. Moreover, we had news that Nvidia subscribed with Navitas Semiconductor for powerful AI data center solutions. And as we've seen, Navitas has quite advanced chips, so the technology and the way that they are done will save money for businesses and will make the semiconductors even more powerful and even more efficient. Moreover, we have seen, as we stated, the agreement which Nvidia had with Saudi Arabia. As the Middle East, it also seeks to spend lots of billions specifically on Blackwell chips in order to ascertain that it remains ahead of the curve. Moreover, we've seen that Nvidia will also be producing a specific chip for China. Now, as we've seen, China is literally hit with a number of tariffs and also with a number of restrictions by the Trump administration, but Nvidia will once again develop a chip specifically for China. Shifting to the Bloomberg screen, we can see the updated data pertaining to Nvidia. This is updated as at today, so we have earnings on Wednesday, and today we're the 26th of May. And as we're seeing, the share price is around $130, and this shows that it is trading at a current PE of 44, with an estimated PE for next year of 30. And also, when we see the PEG ratio, which should be around 1 or less than 1 to be of value, it is currently at 1.02. So the expectations, the growth expectations are there, and Nvidia is currently trading not at a discount, but nonetheless not in an expensive manner. Now, if we go to the growth chart, we see that growth is going down, but when one considers the exponential growth which Nvidia has seen, especially in the last 4 years, those were exceptional numbers which are very, very hard to maintain. So if we see the growth, the expected growth, numbers are still expected to be very positive, as we're seeing here from the Bloomberg screen. And the PE ratio and the PS, PP and PCF ratio indicate that the share price is still not expensive when one sees the future value. So as we're seeing here, the PE ratio is expected to trade at under 20 by the financial year of 27. So that's in 2 years. The price to book ratio, which is an important component, is expected to trade below 10, and the price to future cash flow is expected to trade below 20. So this indicates that if the company does indeed hit the targets, and especially achieves the expected growth, the share price is still not expensive. Now, this is the expectations, the latest expectations as at 22nd of May, and as we're seeing, the return potential, which is the average by all analysts, is aiming at 22%. So as we're seeing, most of the expectations are already priced in. So these are 12-month target price expectations. So as you're seeing here, most are aiming at 150, 160, and even the most bullish aiming at $200 target price. But as we're seeing, the average is 21%. Shifting to the estimated earnings screen, we can see that the implied one-day move is that of 6.8%, So the share price is expected to either go up by 6.8% or it can equally go down. But as we've seen in the past data, there were the numbers which Nvidia managed to not just meet expectations, but it also managed to beat expectations. So in this quarter, Nvidia is likely to deliver another strong quarter, and the guidance with fiscal 26 results. And of course, we're expecting good numbers, which would indicate that the share price should therefore go up. Hope you found this video interesting. Please do consider subscribing, liking, and also sharing this video. They do take some time to compile, so I really appreciate your support. And also, if you have any recommendations, please do feel free to pass on your comments. I'll see you around.